karate masters. Use your gun and move in between them if you have any ammo left, and then start mashing your attack button just like the ones from before. With two of them, they're going to deal a lot of damage to you a lot quicker, so you have to be a little bit careful and dodge a little bit to try to get in between them and take them out individually. Once there's done, you've completed level 1, and you move on to level 2. In this area, you can take either the top or bottom path. If you're on the bottom section, though, you're going to have to wait for the enemies to walk off the edge to your area before you can take those out. Sometimes waiting, though, for them to come down can be a little bit annoying because they will seemingly take forever at points. When fighting through these guys, a couple of those crate guys will go through at the same time, so be sure to take those out as well so you can actually get a bulletproof vest. Right afterwards, though, you're going to have to take out these guys in the holes, throwing out their grenades as well as their normal bullets. For the most part, though, you're going to be seeing the same enemies over and over again, so just try to do your best to get used to them and avoid as many of them as you can while you're taking those out, and if you see any of those crate guys, take them out quickly to get some extra health when you need it. If you're not careful, though, you will see your health start to drop very fast, so you have to be very careful at some points. If you see your health dropping quickly, try to back away from that enemy and find a different way to approach them so you can try to take them out without taking any more damage. With these enemies, you're going to be jumping around trying to do the drop kick to them while also trying to avoid those grenades. Unfortunately, their grenades are probably going to hit you a lot of the time and do just a little bit of damage. If you know an enemy once again is about to pop out of the ground, you can take them out before they can even come up at some point. Once you get to the end of the stage, you're going to have another one of those vans sitting by, and a few enemies to take out as well as some box guys before the boss. The boss is this large enemy with a gun. However, he's very stupid in his movements, and you can do a lot of hits to him, and he probably won't even fire any of his bullets out at you. Once he's done, you complete the stage and you move on to stage number 2 of level 2. Stage number 2 of level 2 is pretty much more of the same types of enemies as well as the same basic elements that you're going to be dealing with. By this point, you've probably gotten pretty bored at the whole thing, and you're just going to be looking forward to getting through the game. Unfortunately, though, the enemies do get a little bit harder as they may take more damage sometimes, as well as they're going to deal out a lot of quick damage to you. Since the enemies unfortunately can't jump up to where you are, you're going to have to drop down and take these guys out. Get up to the top area here to take out the enemy, as well as get ready to take out the helicopter. Sometimes just getting on the right line to actually be able to kick the helicopter can take a little bit of time, as you'll be trying to move up and down just to get to the right spot where you'll actually be able to do damage, even though it looks like you're kicking the helicopter directly sometimes. Over here you have a very small walkway to work with, and you're going to have to also take out a hostage taker, so be very careful when you fire your bullet to take him out and walk across the area so you don't accidentally fall into the water. As you make it farther, your real only goal is going to be, when there's lots of enemies on screen, to try to spread them apart so that you can actually take them out individually. If you get several on you at one time, they're going to gang up on you and do a lot of damage to you very quickly. So, when you have them on screen, just try to get away from them, try to take them out individually, or get them to clump up into one sprite so that you can take them all out with only a couple of kicks. At the end, once again, there's a van that you're going to have to take out some normal enemies and some of the box enemies before the boss appears. This time you have 2 more of those kicking enemies. If you get on top of the van and start kicking there, you can actually get the guys to be kind of in a loop, slowly jumping around and jumping up to fight you one at a time. This way you spread them apart and can do a lot of damage to them quickly. If they get too far away from you though, you can drop down and start taking them out that way. When one of them has been taken out, you can then take out that one just like you did in the first level. During the course of this level, you want to be very careful because you can accidentally fall off the edge here by going too far to the bottom. We start off with a pretty hard screen here as we have 4 guys in 4 different holes. They're each going to take 3 different drop kicks in order to take out, so start on one side before heading over to the other, while trying to do your best to avoid the gunfire from the opposite 2. When you get here, you can easily take out the guys who are trying to escape from the door before working on the 2 guys above. Next up, you're going to have a guy swing by on a hook as they'll go quickly across the screen. Try to do your best to deliver some kicks to him as he swings back and forth. Be very careful as well so you don't fall off the very small pathway that you have to walk. After you get off the boat, make a big jump so that you can avoid falling into the water. You're going to have another one of those guys swing by on the hook. If you jump up to the platform and deliver your kicks quick enough, you'll be able to take him out on his first move through. Over here we have another hostage, so be very careful when you deliver your bullet while also trying to dodge the fire from the hostage taker. Right afterwards, you're going to have some more of those crate enemies, so take them out for a bulletproof vest. You're going to have another one of the guys hanging from the hooks, and you're going to have to use the boxes to jump up in order to hit him. This enemy can be a huge pain to try to take out. Work your way over to the left side of the screen, and then jump up and fire your bullets at his legs. This way you should be able to take him out with only taking 1 or 2 shots of damage from him. Be very careful of these enemies, as they're going to deal a lot of damage to you. You want to try to conserve as much health as possible, as you're going to have a little bit ways before you can get some more. If you're able to get to this area and take out these enemies, you'll finally get a little bit of extra health.